My realistic expectation for Auburn is that the Tigers will go 4-0 in the opening month of a season for the first time since 2019.
Well,
So,
yeah.
whereas you'll check me, I'm sure, and go back to 2020 and say, look, Auburn was 1-0 in September. That was the COVID season. Played
Yeah,
one game
yeah,
in September.
yeah.
The next week is a schedule moved to October. The Tigers fell to Georgia, but you open with Alabama A&M. You get the return game from Cal at Jordan-Hare. New Mexico with Bronco Mendenhall now as the head
Mm-hmm.
coach
Mm-hmm.
visits Auburn in week 3. Then you get a visit from Arkansas, and as you said, just 5 straight to open
Oh,
the season at home. Oklahoma capping that run, but right, October, even with a bye week in that month, Georgia at Mizzou at Kentucky. Yeah,
oh
that's
man.
that's going to be a tough stretch, but I
Mhm.
have a little more belief in Peyton Thorne simply because I do think the weaponry is going to be vastly improved
Yes.
with Cam Coleman,
Yes.
the 5-star freshman, also Keandre Lambert Smith coming in. So I like that. I don't think Peyton Thorne is headed for a Joe Burrow
Mm-mm.
2019 type
Mm-mm.
of season in any way, but he's definitely going to have more help than he had a year ago.
Look, I think their scheduling is going to hurt them this year. I mean, having every game at home in September is one thing. Having 0 games at home in October is the nuttiest thing I've heard of in a while. That is just absolute absurd scheduling. It's cooler for your fans. You're losing October as far as opportunities for recruits to come in. So and then they've just got a brutal stretch of schedule that I think is going to catch up with them at some point. I think this team probably is around 500. This team goes, it's going to be 3 things. It's going to be is the defensive line and offensive line better than last year? And to Hugh Freeze credit, I think his recruiting has done that. And Travis, I am just not real confident about Peyton Thorne going through this season. Now, look, Hugh can do a good job with quarterbacks. He has proven that. So I think we can expect Thorne to be improved. But even as well as Auburn is recruiting as we speak virtually, and give them credit for that, still got to upgrade that line of scrimmage. In that and Travis, I think the running game with Jarquez Hunter is going to be really good, but I think the jury is way still out on this passing game with Peyton Thorne.